Well, hello, my paranormal peeps, and welcome back to another Woods Paranormal podcast. My name is Matt Harvey. I am the founder and lead investigator with Woods Paranormal. My wife and I, along with others, investigate everything paranormal in nature. Every week, we will discuss everything from creepy haunted locations to ghosts to Bigfoot, UFOs, Dogman, and other cryptid creatures, and explore all things paranormal in nature. Hey guys, Matt here with Woods Paranormal. So I get asked a lot of questions about what's going on with the show, where we been, what have we been doing, what is the focus of the show. If you don't know, Amanda and I are going to be shooting a show called Exploring the Unknown with Matt and Amanda. That's going to be a YouTube Rumble kind of thing. I'm going to shoot it. We're going to shoot it differently than we were shooting before because we were really trying to shoot a show. Sorry, I've got animals behind me that are making crazy noises. We're going to be shooting a show now more focused towards YouTube and Rumble. The other show that we were trying to shoot was going to be more professional, more towards a TV series. And we'll kind of keep that a little bit, but we're gonna focus more on just trying to go back to just having fun, relaxing, and trying to just document what we were doing. And so the show covers anything and everything paranormal. You got Bigfoots, you got ghosts and hauntings, you got UFOs, you got Dogman, you got river monsters, possibly. We might go after some river monsters, which would be fun, and stuff like that. So that's basically the premise of the show. It'll be Amanda and I going out to different locations, maybe meeting with some people, and then basically trying to look into the history of the location too. And we'll share that with you guys as well. Because some of these old towns, like downtown Bryan, they have a story to tell. And it's just awesome. I love history of downtown Bryan. And it's also very, I don't want to say the word haunted, but it's very active. Let's just put that with spirits. And so those spirits want, they have a voice and they want to be known as well, but we're not allowed to really put them out there. We'll say the city of Bryan doesn't want that known. Anyways, so what I'm looking to do today is talk to you guys, pretty much just have a conversation, a one-sided conversation where hopefully in the comments, you guys will feel free to comment back things that maybe have worked for you guys. We're looking for ideas for the show. We're looking for ideas to trigger spirits or Bigfoots, or is there a better way to build a mousetrap? Is there something that you guys have used to get a response, basically like an EVP, or maybe you use the ghost box or a spirit box and you got a response. What did you say? What did you use? Maybe there's a trigger object that worked really well for you in certain situations. Maybe you were out Bigfoot researching and you did this and this worked really well for you. I'm going to kind of focus on Bigfoot today because that's going to be about 70 to 80% of our show. Won't be everything. We will go looking for Dogman once I get my license to carry. And Amanda gets her license to carry. We're going to be focusing on that just because those things can and are very, very dangerous. I've been having a lot of conversations with a lot of people that research them, and everybody's told me you need to be carrying a protective device or multiple protective devices when you go to look for them, because if you do find them, they can be hostile sometimes and they can do things to you that you don't want them to do. So anyways, if you're a Bigfoot researcher, you're a cryptid researcher, whatever, and you have some ideas that you'd like to share, or you'd like to meet up and show us a location, or and investigate with us, we'd love to have you come out with us. If you paranormal researcher or ghost hunter and you have a location here in Texas you want us to come investigate, you're a business owner or whatever, we'd love to come meet with you and see what we can work out to put a show together at your location. So, anyways, sorry, I've got Shorty over here. He talks. So, what are fun ways to draw out Bigfoots? And we basically, I've been doing this, God, 14, 15 years, not very long. There's a lot of people out there that have been doing this a lot longer than me. And I'm constantly learning from them through Facebook groups and other groups and just having interactions with people. And just by talking to witnesses and stuff like that and hearing what they were doing, what were they doing? Um, were they walking somewhere? Were they out actually looking for them? Were they just driving somewhere? What triggered the interaction with the Bigfoot? So that I can basically maybe reenact that somewhere and possibly get a response where we can document it. And that's basically all this show is going to be about, is basically trying to document our experiences while we're out investigating these things. So, um, some things that work well for us. I'll just kind of talk about these and we'll go from there. And then I'm hoping that people will comment down below. Well, I tried this and I had luck with this, or I did this and I had luck with that. Or if you just, all of our contact information is down below, including my cell number. So you can call us or text us or email us, whatever you want to do. Um, oh, before I forget, please like and subscribe down there, please, for us, guys. If you're enjoying this content, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. It really helps our channel grow. And if you leave a comment, it also tells YouTube that our content is good and people are enjoying what we're doing. So, all right. So some of the things that we've tried are music. We've had luck with some music. Sometimes we play uh, like rock and roll, loud, obnoxious music. Sometimes we played like at Joe's camp. He would turn on his speakers inside of his trailer and he would just blare them. And I mean, I could clearly hear the music outside of his camp. And sometimes they would come in just to see what was going on. I never did uh, get them on actual camera that I know, but we have a lot of old trap cam pictures and stuff from his camp. 4 years of documenting stuff up on his camp, and we have over 200,000 pictures and videos that I need to go back through when I get like an extra 5 months or something. Just a lot of stuff to review. But anyways, so music, loud music, sometimes we'll bring them in. We've had luck with that. Also, we've had luck with some Indian music. It seems to makes them curious and they come down and see what's going on. Noises. Now, by noises, I don't mean like go shoot your protective device off or anything like that, but tree knocks. Using an axe handle usually works for us. If we hit the right tree, it makes a really nice knocking sound. It sounds really similar to what they're doing. Sometimes clicking rocks together. Although I think clicking rocks together really quick, like you hear I think that's a warning. I think they're warning other Bigfoots that we're coming. I really do think that a single tree knock is kind of like a hunters use, where they shoot one shot in the air. I think that's where are you? Because usually when you hear one, especially at Joe's, we'd hear one come from our left side, then we hear one come from the middle, and then we'd hear one come from the left. And it was like they're all just talking to each other, but always be one single tree knock. Screams. If you're sitting there doing call blasting, we've had some luck with that. Um, and then also animal calls. We've played off animal calls, different animal calls. Excuse me, my ears drive me absolutely nuts. Um, so yeah, we've done animal calls. We've called out different animal calls like deer calls, deer mating calls, deer injury calls, like a hunter would. Because believe it or not, and I know I've heard so many people who hunt say, "Well, I've never seen a Bigfoot out there." Well, number one, you're probably not looking for a Bigfoot. And number two, if they do come into your area and they see that you have a weapon, they're not going to come around you. And if they do, you're never going to know they're there. They're going to be stealthy as hell. You got to remember these things are like ninjas. They know the areas, and for somehow again, I've talked about this multiple times, but the bottoms of their feet must have like an extra layer of fat or something that absorbs that this the like the broken branches and stuff like that. So when they step on it, it like suction cups it. It goes like this, and that noise possibly stays inside of where their foot is and doesn't make a lot of noise. Now, some people out there probably, especially if you witness them, have heard them go boom, boom, and I'm one of them. I've heard it, but I've also heard them walk with no noise. And so yeah, I think they just have a special way of doing that. Anyways, screams, animal calls, animals in distress calls, smells. This is not something that we've really done a lot of. But I mean, everybody, if you're a Bigfoot fan, you've probably seen the show Finding Bigfoot. You've seen them do all of the different things that they've tried, the hormones, and you see this on a lot of Bigfoot shows um, where they use smells and hormone chips. They try to use food, maybe raw meat and stuff like that, or they use other things like the intestines from a dead animal. They might leave it, or they might use sweets. I mean, I used to leave protein bars. I would unwrap them and I would say, "Hey guys," and this is out mainly at Black Star Canyon. I never tried it at Joe's. I should have, but I would go out to Black Star Canyon, and again, that's out in Orange County, California. If you don't know Black Star Canyon, you can look it up. You can probably find some of my old videos from there as well. I need to post some of those back onto our channel. But anyways, so I'll go, hey guys. And I never saw anything or heard anything, but I would say, hey guys, and I I'd hold it up and I go like an idiot, sitting out there like an idiot, and I'd set it down and I leave it on a fence post or whatever, because there's barbed wire fences out there, and some of the posts are like they're circular or they're square, and they're about about just a little bit below my chest. They're probably about 4 feet high, and so I leave them there and walk away. And sometimes I come back and they'd be gone. And this is in areas where I knew they were at, because I figured out pretty much figured out their pattern, their walking pattern through there. And that's basically what led me to have so many encounters with them. So, um, smells, food. What have you guys tried? Have you used candy bars? Have you used, intestines from animals that are deceased? Have you used donuts? Have you used, oh, that's another thing. We left at Joe's camp. Well, it wasn't technically at Joe's camp. Um, his friend David, we went over and met with him. And if you haven't heard that podcast or haven't heard me talk about it, he's a ex NASA scientist. This guy's damn smart. I mean, he's a rocket scientist essentially, and he's into Bigfoot. He's had his own encounters and stuff like that. He's a believer. He would take Oreos, Chips Ahoy. He would make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and he actually cut the crust off the toast, and then cut that into fours. So he would take grapes and apple slices, and then he put a paper plate, smear. Oh, sorry, I hit you guys. Um, Smear peanut butter on the plate, and then go take that out and basically put everything on top of that, and then go take it out. Oh, Nutter Butters. He would put out Nutter Butters as well. He would leave that out for them and stuff like that. So, what's worked for you? What have you, if you're a Bigfoot researcher, what has worked for you? Or even in ghost hunting, have you ever put out like fresh baked cookies or anything like that? Does that trigger anything for you guys? Have you ever had anything trigger when you're cooking something or making something or whatever? Let us know in the comments down below. One thing that worked at Joe's camp for Bigfoot research was as soon as we put this big bonfire together and we lit it, there'd be eye shine everywhere, and especially his camp. Now, I mean, other places, unless you know you're in Bigfoot's living room, I have several friends that investigate Bigfoot, and they've been lucky enough to find places like I did with Joe, and they have the same kind of results. But I mean, yeah, bonfires. You're sitting around a camp. You have to be kind of away from everybody, and stuff like that. But if you're out in an area where you could have a bonfire, maybe on somebody's private property that they're allowing you to be on, where they've had Bigfoot activity, bonfires can and do work. I know Joe's camp, they would always come in as soon as we would light up a big bonfire and stuff like that. And that was kind of a signature of Joe's camp. So here's some other ones that I've never tried. Deer decoy. Has anybody ever used a deer decoy and had luck with that when they're Bigfoot researching? Bigfoot cutouts. Have you ever left a Bigfoot cutout out there? We have the big metal one here. It's not even 7 feet tall, but unfortunately, it'd be hard to move around. One of these days, I may make a wooden one, and maybe Amanda can paint it or something, so it looks real, and put that out somewhere as a decoy just to see. Maybe paint it on both sides, and have a way for it to stick into the ground, and so it won't move and fall over, and just see what she thinks about that. Um, so food left with trap cameras. We've done that. We've left the trap cameras out while we left food out doing offerings. And we had some movement around us, and the cameras went off, but we never saw anything. We couldn't say, oh, that's a Bigfoot. So, and then we have our upcoming Bigfoot campouts. People keep asking me, when are you guys going to go do Bigfoot campouts? So let me share my screen real quick. This is not going to probably be a real long podcast. So there's lots of areas here in Texas, mainly in East Texas. You can see the clusters of sightings. Just basically, I don't know if these are all my pins, but yeah, I mean, there's different sightings around here. Like this is the Sam Houston National Forest, I think, and you can see the clusters. So what we would pretty much do for a camp out is we would probably take the RV and we'd invite other people, however many people want to come. I don't think we'd probably do more than about 10, but we basically would set up a base camp at a camping location, and then basically have people meet us there. And then what we can do is they can either stay the night with us, or they can choose to camp somewhere else or stay at a hotel or whatever. And then we would try and go out to these locations and see what, if anything, we could experience. So probably be a 2 night, probably will be a weekend thing, probably a Friday and Saturday night. Places I'm looking at are, of course, the Sam Houston National Forest. I'm also looking at Bastrop because we've had a lot of activity down there every time we've been to Bastrop. I know people are going, whoa, there's no way there's Bigfoots in Bastrop. Well, have you seen the deer population? Oh, and there's a very large river that flows right next to the location. Oh, and it's kind of down secluded away from where people are. Oh, so yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean, we can go almost anywhere. Like Sabine National Forest, I still have some of the places that Joe had mentioned to me. I've heard Lake Somerville. We need to do more exploration there before I go do that. But I'm thinking the Sam Houston National Forest. I know a lot of people go down there and look for Bigfoots. I've had several conversations with people that have had different experiences down there, especially other Bigfoot researchers. And then, of course, here's Sabine over here, and you got the Sabine National Forest over here. This is real close to where Joe used to live, excuse me. But this whole area along Texas and Texas Louisiana border is a hot spot. I don't think these are all my pins. I think this is something other that Google pulled up. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of places we can go. Let us know if you have a location that you'd be interested in having us come out and basically do a Bigfoot exploration at, where we can have more than just us. The Davy Crockett National Forest is a place I want to check out for sure. And we're working with somebody here. But if you live in a national forest and you have crazy activity, let us know. We do have friends down in the Sam Houston National Forest as well. But we want to pretty much explore this whole green area, even if we have to drive a couple 3 or 4 hours to get out here. So let us know if you'd be interested in participating in something like that, where you would basically meet up with us. I don't know what the cost is going to be yet. I have to probably get event insurance and all kinds of stuff. It's not going to be cheap to do. Plus, I'm going to have to pay for a camping site for our trailer, so we have a home base and stuff like that, so that people can come back and sleep in whatever else. But that is something I'm looking at doing, possibly at the end of this year, beginning of next. Um, if you don't know, I believe breeding season for Bigfoots is right about September, October, end of September, October, and November. I think through the end of December into January and February, they usually go quiet. They're usually not very active. So I don't think we're really going to focus on that period of time. But going through like March and April, they seem to get more active again. The reports that come in where people live basically have Bigfoots come through their area, uh, are of rocks being thrown at the trailer, tree knocks, screams, howls, whoops, and stuff like that. And sightings tend to happen from about March or April all the way through October, and then it goes quiet, and then usually into like November, December, January, February, they also go quiet. So I believe that's the start of breeding season. I believe what's happening in March is the younger juveniles are possibly starting to move around, and maybe they're breaking away from their normal family group. Maybe they're going to another family group. Maybe they're going off on their own. Who knows? Maybe they're going to start their own family group somewhere else. Who knows exactly what happens? But they do seem to travel. There seems to be a lot of road crossing sightings and stuff like that. I had my first one going up to Longview here in Texas about, well, I don't remember what time of year it was. I think it was probably, had to be in April or May of this year. So, I mean, of last year. So now every time I get a chance to go to Longview, I'm always very excited about that. That was up by the Davy Crockett National Forest, by the way. And then I did see on the side of the road, I saw some tree structures in the forest. And unfortunately, when I went back, I couldn't find it again. I dropped my crew off, but I did look for it on the way back, couldn't find it. So, and the next time I went up there, I didn't see it either. So, who knows what happened to it? More than likely, somebody cut it down. But let me stop sharing my screen. So that's what we're working on, guys. We're working on the show. We are actively going to be shooting more stuff. We will be going to haunted locations. We will be going looking for UFOs. We will be again mainly focused on Bigfoot, and we'll do some Dogman stuff in there, and then possibly look for some river monsters too, because I've heard some stories. So we will be reaching out to our old clientele and seeing who's interested. We may shoot at other locations as well. So, like I said, if you're interested in having us come out and check out your location, all of our contact information is down below. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And please do leave a comment down below, whether it's just "Hi, Matt," or "Hey," or "I love the paranormal," whatever you want to say. Just feel free to comment and let us know that you are alive, so we don't come hunting you later on. But anyways, all right, guys. Well, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching, and we will catch you on the next one.